What is up, everybody? We are back for another YouTube video. I'm just bored. Ooh, you know what we could do? We can go get gas, and then we could do a whole video for you guys on how to start and shit. Yeah, we could do that. Fun. Cause I'm in the house bored in the house. And I'm bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. A bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. A bored in the house, bored in the house. What? Bored in the house, bored in the house. What? Look at that beauty, boy. Look at that sun, baby. What? Look at that. That is a beautiful scenery. Shit! I get gas, so. Alright, but first we're gonna put her in first. And then we're gonna keep missing the notch. Hold on. Well, fuck it. I was trying. Let's see how much I got. Oh yeah, oh yeah, she definitely gonna need some. That's a fucking fact. The last trip that I did is why I don't have any gas. I took a deep trip. I think it was Utica on that thing, and I ran out of gas. So I didn't run out of gas, but I drained the shit out of that bitch. That bitch was on a full tank. Now she's probably like, do you want a Red Bull? I do want a Red Bull. What should I do for gas, boys? $10? Let's do, we'll do a normal size one. I think we should do $10 on gas. I don't know. Maybe. How are you? I don't know what pump the bike's on. I think it's on the other side of the front one. Okay, can I get 5 on it? I don't know how much that's gonna give me, but thank you. You think 5 will fill it? You know what? We're gonna find out, boys. May not, though. Who knows? Probably not. I'm be pissed. Alright. If 5 doesn't fill her, then I guess we're gonna have to just run it. I feel like 5 should be good. It's a small tank, so I feel like we should be good. What are we thinking? Yeah, we should be good. Alright, so what I'm thinking we could do is go to the okay, let's, alright, so okay. What's up, y'all? Alright, listen, so here's what we're gonna be doing, right? I'm gonna give y'all, I wanna get my Red Bull out because I'm thirsty as shit. Gotta pound this little bitch. Okay, so what I'm gonna be teaching you guys is a 1992 Suzuki GS 500E. Okay. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. Alright. So first, she's pretty, right? She's looking beautiful. I love her, right? She's the best. For most of you who followed this channel, I ran a Kawasaki Ninja. I think I rode it like maybe twice around my backyard. Oh yeah. Alright. So I rode the Kawasaki. Yeah, I rode the Kawasaki a few times. Nothing too shabby on her. But this is my Suzuki GS 500E 1992. She's a beauty. Couple wears and tears. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of rust. But overall, most of my videos you guys see me do, this bike is my go-to bike. Okay? Hold on. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is a good bike, right? The dude now for most of you who know bikes and stuff, if you like a bike that isn't shift wise, you know what I'm saying, you could definitely go and get a bike that that doesn't have to be shift. This one has a clutch, right? So we'll go through front brake, clutch. Why has he got to be over here? I'm just kidding. Alright. So this is going to be the front brake, clutch, shift. And then the back brake is going to be right here. Right? So, mostly what I do is I try to make sure when I start her, she's in neutral, right? And you just check, you want to check all your lights, right? So you want to make sure that one's good. You never want to ride with lights. That one's good. So then switch it and you go right side, front light, okay? And then back rear right. So that's good. So these are good. Also check, make sure your high beams are on. They work, good to go. Okay. So basically what we're gonna do, damn, that motherfucker's eating one big sandwich. Holy shit. So what we want to do, right, is when we get on the bike, what the fuck happened there? Did I do that? Oh man, I'm gonna have to do the paint. Okay, so what you want to do is when you get on the bike, right, make sure it's in neutral. Okay. And then when you start her, right, let her run. Give her some choke in the beginning, because when, yeah, give her some choke in the beginning, because when we first start the bike up, it may not be what you want. It may not be running right. It may start and then shut off. It's just gotta get it warmed up, right? So get it warmed up. Give her some gas. You know, give her some gas. She's good to go, right? So once you checked all your lights, first and foremost, when you get that kickstand up, rock the bike a little bit. Understand the weight capacity that you're working with on this bike. Okay, these things are not light. Okay, these things are heavy, and if you go down on one of these, you're either gonna need to pick it up or you're gonna be solo dolo. Okay, so once you get on the bike, right, lean it, pull it back a little bit, understand what you're working with, give it a little kick, right, test it. Front brake, always front brake. Always use the front brake if you feel you have to. I stick to my back brake, so like if I'm coming up to a gear shift change, or if I'm coming up to a light or a stop sign, I'll use my back brake. Okay. Second thing is once you get the feel for this, and once you realize what you got going on, right, and you realize how heavy the bike is and stuff, right, once you do all that, you're gonna wanna just evaluate how you're gonna be taking care of her, because like I said, she is heavy, you know, she's not light. So that's that thing. Once you get that under control, right, then we'll move over. Then we'll move to the how to go, right? So right now it's in neutral, as you guys can tell. Okay, so it's in neutral. So when you get ready, you're gonna want to put your foot on that shifter, right? You're gonna hold on the clutch, and you're gonna hear this, right? You hear that, okay? That means it's in first, right? That means it's in first. Now, when you are on a bike like this, okay, you're gonna want to automatically, when you get past the stage of how heavy the bike is, when you get past the stage of the lights, when you get past the stage of you're ready to sit on this bike and you're ready to let this bike go, next step, friction zone. Okay, so friction zone is whenever you release the clutch, you're gonna want to know when the bike will start moving, right? So for me, see how that number one's giving it a click, a little shudder? That's because it's going on its own, right? So we'll try this again. Ready? I'll go way back this time so you guys can see. Ready? All right. Friction zone. As soon as I let this thing go right here, it's going on its own. Okay? So friction zone. This is gonna be the number one thing, right? Try this one more time for you guys, right? I don't even have to let my clutch go a full amount before I know my friction zone. Right there. See? Friction zone. Friction zone, okay? Now, when you are satisfied with the friction zone and you know what you're doing and you're comfortable, give it gas. So, friction zone, stalled her. Friction zone, gas. And then you'll just go, right? You'll just go, ease off the clutch, give it gas, and you'll just go like that, right? Now understand this is just first gear, okay? So, when you're going like this, right? You want to stop, pull in that clutch, brake. That easy. If you're on a hill, you're gonna want to hold in your front brake. If not, you're gonna roll, and you're gonna have a fucked up time trying to, for one, hold your balance, and two, hold the balance of the bike. Okay? Let's try that again. Come back over to this spot again. Okay? Right? So remember, you're comfortable with the weight of the bike, you're comfortable with the friction zone, you're understanding how it all works, right? So remember, friction zone, off, pull in to stop, okay? One more time, friction zone, right here, pull in to stop, brake, okay? Just like that. And again, when you're comfortable with the friction zone, and you're comfortable with letting the bike go and move the friction zone, then you're gonna give it gas. So, off the friction zone, stall there. Right, off the friction zone, right? And just go. Okay, no gas, no clutch, right? Give it gas around a turn, right? And just practice doing that. Practice the comfortness of a bike. Can practice the weight of the bike, and then practice the friction zone. The friction zone is going to be the part that you let go of the clutch and the bike moves on its own. That is called the friction zone. If anybody is looking forward to doing tests, I know they have motorcycle classes that you take 2 days, 3 days. Any class that you do, friction zone, remember, hold the clutch, back brake. I don't use my front brake, I use my back brake because it's more convenient. You don't want to use the front brake unless you're in a really serious situation, but that's just my opinion. I mean, when you do the class, right, so we can let her run. Oh, I was gonna put her in neutral. It's so hard to put these. There you go. Okay, so she's in neutral, so she'll keep going. She'll run without the clutch and stuff. So when you take the motorcycle class, it's like mine was a 2-day. It could be 3 days for you, 4 days, 5 days, whatever, right? So when I took mine, my class was 2 days. The first thing they did was the same thing I'm teaching you guys. Know the quality of the bike, know how it feels, know how you can jerk it around and feel like the weight of it, right? Once you do that, that friction zone is going to be your next go-to, okay? When you're able to do the friction zone, and when you're able to drive around in first gear, and then when you're ready to stop, holding that clutch, brake, friction zone, done. You know what I'm saying? So those are the two things you're going to need to learn. Understand the weight of the bike. Always remember that friction zone. My fucking battery's dying? That's crazy. Alright, well, that's that. I mean, I'll do a part 2 for this video later, maybe Monday. But for now, we'll just, you know, the friction zone and stuff, and that's that. And my battery, I ordered 2 new batteries for this, so when this one dies, I can have backup. So those aren't in yet, but that's gonna be that video for this right now. We'll do a part 2 to that later. I'm just moving up a little bit because it's just not, you know. Oh, I just got a big ass fucking whiff of some like fucking men's Axe cologne, dude. Someone's really going in, dude. Watch this guy, ready? Y'all see this guy? Watch this, baby. 2 fingers. Let's get it, baby. Yes, sir. Yeah, you gotta show love, baby. Show love. Two fingers. 2 fingers, yeah. Yo, shout out to you in this video too if you're watching. I appreciate you for what you've done for me. You know who you are. I don't have to double check it, and you know who you are. So oh, that's a nice bike. It's a weird looking bike, actually. Looks like a Harley. I was gonna put my fucking helmet down so I don't get my fucking face with anything doing 60, but my fucking thing is still fucking wet. So, pointless. Whatever. I was going to, but something in my fucking eyeball, man. That's the video, boys. Wait, what I have? 1%.